together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today we have a full NBA card. I believe we have 5 games in the NHL today. 5? Sounds right.
Sounds right.
Yep, 5 games in the NHL. I've moved on 1 so far, and if you know me at all, it shouldn't be that much of a guess on what play that is. But, and I have not moved on anything in NBA yet. Overall, but let's take a look at yesterday. And yesterday was, the ultimate definition of mid. I went 4-1. 0-0-0. My results yesterday will be the exact same if I didn't bet any games at all. It was free entertainment. That's all it was last night. It was free entertainment. And it wasn't because of the NHL. The NHL is terrible. Anything that wasn't the NHL won yesterday, though. But the NHL, the Jets, they lose a hockey game. Sure, the one game I bet on them, they lose. That's par for the course. The Florida Panthers -1. They get blown out against the Devils. That's very, very impressive what the New Jersey Devils just did. They went into Florida and took both games by a combined score of 10-3.
Nice.
That was impressive. I look forward to fading New Jersey in their next game probably. Buffalo -1. I'm glad they took it in overtime, and I got the push on that one there. It was the first game without Tage Thompson. So there. Boston +150. That was a terrible bet. They lose 7-2. So that was ugly as ugly gets. And Chicago +140. Loser. They lose 3-1 to the Kraken in that one there. In football, went 1-0, took one play, and that was it. I almost added more to that. Almost added more to my NFL card. I actually really liked that game last night. I stuck with just the one play with the Eagles minus the 3.5. I was looking towards the under. I was looking towards the team total under for Washington. Both those would have come through as well. But a 26-18 win for the Eagles. Cashed the minus 3.5 there. And then a perfect 3-0 in college basketball. The Dolphins of Jacksonville take care of South Carolina upstate the Bulldogs there, 71-62, cover as 6.5-point favorites. The Sun Devils outright against the Antelopes as Arizona State +5.5 wins outright, 87-76. And then to end off the night, the Lumberjacks also win outright as 6.5-point dogs against the Pacific Tigers. They took care of business there. Very, very nice to see that. So a perfect 3-0 in college basketball, 1-0 in the NFL, 0-4-1 in hockey, and I split out 0-0-0 for yesterday.
Yeah. Also, I had the over in the East Carolina game, which was a nice winner. ECU bowl bound. I'm playing it. Not a pretty win. Not a pretty win, but a win nonetheless.
And I did say yesterday, don't lay the points with ECU. I remember someone asked, I said I wouldn't lay it with the ECU on the road there.
Nope, I said take the over, and boom, there you go. Hockey world, Panthers get blown out, whatever. Lightning, +217 on the puck line. I said if I was going to bet it, I was going to take a puck line, and if I lost, it lost. It did not lose. So that was kind of nice. And then 3-0 in college basketball, as Nick mentioned, Arizona State, Northern Arizona, and Jacksonville. Yes, we have the same college basketball plays. We use the same numbers. So it works out that way. Going to keep riding. We're profitable in college basketball this year, doing really well in the NBA. So going to keep on rolling.
There you go. Head over to the chat, and then we will get into – oh, well, before the chat. Updated standings. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of disappointed in the standings here and the official plays so far. Overall, Cannon is up 26.25 units. I'm very, very happy for him. 104, 73, and 2. The only problem is he's the only person in the black. Everybody else is in the red. Markel down 1.58. Stop Geo down 1.84. Lex down 2.1. Bailey down 5. Also Fernando Mendoza down 5. Nathan Cerner down 8. Mr. Numbers down basically 17. Untouchable is down 27. Drewski is down 26. And Robert's down 91. Robert, next month, don't do a million different player props, please. I get it. They're fun. You're not winning on them, and it's annoying grading out 45 plays a night that go 12 and 38 and down 14 units every night. So there's that. Forgot to update that there. That is through the games of 11-14. For NBA, Cannon's the only profitable person. They're up 0.49 units. Lex Steele is even. Other than that, nothing. No one profitable. And NHL, that is not minus, that is plus. Cannon 17 and 15 up 4.86 units. Markel 2-1 up 1.42 units. Everyone else is negative. College basketball, Cannon 41, 36 and 1 up 1.47 units. Lex Steele 1-0, or Stop Geo, my bad, 1-0 up 1 units. Everyone else not profitable. NFL, Fernando Mendoza is still 2-0. Cannon is 4-3. Stop Geo is 1-0. Everyone else is not profitable. College football, Cannon 26-5 up 21.66 units. Lex Steele 2-1 up 0.9 units. Everyone else not profitable. So I hope in December that these numbers are better. So it's still a fun contest, but it's kind of depressing seeing basically everybody in the red.
There you go. You had a conversation with Danny. What up, my guys? Let's get on this cash today. Hit the like button, people. Some appreciation, subscribe, and share. Timmy, you know the rest of the same. My dog, nice size NBA slate. Let's effing go find value. Let's do that. Value in cash. We got some college basketball. Should be money. Yes. Lots of college basketball today. Excited about college basketball. Philly cheesesteak last night. Never in doubt. I called it. And Philly was down 10-6 in the fourth. And in the blink of an eye, they scored 21. Yeah. Definitely interesting to see that there. I didn't bet the game. So there you go. I took Tulsa plus 16. They lose by 7 or 8. Yeah, 7. The over barely sneaked over by a point or two. No, the over hit by 6 points, 7 points. It was a little bit in doubt when Conrad doinked the extra point, but they got there. Jazz money line plus 10, good. All Dal took a shot at 1. Had Dallas down double digits. Yeah, then I saw that. Yeah, I saw the loss outright. That's kind of crazy. Road Warriors tonight. Trifecta lay it. I am not on that. The Genius is here. No. Says the one that's down how much units in the contest, Nick? 16, 17, 18, something like that?
16.97. Basically 17 units.
I don't think you can call yourself a genius here. Twin just asked you on both. And yesterday I asked you about would you tease Phoenix down or Washington up? And Tim said, I think you said, Nick, don't tease through 0. If you would tease Washington up, if anything. I tease Washington up and Philly down, hit them both. There you go.
It's one way to do it.
Devils dominated them. They are a tougher team this year.
Yeah,
Devils doing better this year.
Yeah, they're definitely doing better this year. They were definitely a massive disappointment last year.
Yep. Morning, gentlemen. Morning, Untouchable. Untouchable. How about them Sabres? Sorry. I was conflicted, so I took both of them. You won. Hey, there you go. Nice call on the under in the NFL game. I'm happy I didn't bet it.
I wish I did, but I mean, I only had the Eagles, but yeah, it was under or nothing for me if I was betting it.
Earle got lucky on a teaser with the NFL games on both sides. Me and Gio won the Philly division last night. Philly's probably winning the division. Another rough night. Blues collapsed again. That was beautiful. Yep. And over and team total over ECU was easy money. There you go. Watch ECU for the first time ever. Their quarterback is awful. Good running backs and a receiver. Awful defense. Hauser had a down game. Hauser had a down game last night. It also doesn't help when Sewell gets injured partially through the game and Wright gets injured before the last drive. And
that true freshman looked awesome last night.
Yes, he did. But if you want to, it was a down game for Hauser. If you want to watch the last two games before that, Temple and FAU games. Hauser looked fantastic. Twins last night. I finally did what you guys have been saying for years. Bet your lines the night before. I'm tired and sloppy work right now. I got you. I wake up in the morning and I look at the standings. I'm reminded yet again, these guys are good, scary good, playoff run. I'll believe it when I see it. I got to change that around. Stop cheating. There you go. For the first time ever, I saw an ECU defense jump off sides twice on 4th down and short, giving Tulsa a first down twice. Okay.
Yeah, that was frustrating.
They still won.
Yeah.
It was a frustrating game. They still won. A win's a win. I'm on them, boys. They want to win this cup. One game makes a difference. So I threw the Neil Sharks game. Everything else sucked. Sharks won the first period.
Yeah. That was impressive. The Sharks covered the first period, covered the puck line, but lost the game.
Marcos, you fakers. LOL. Yeah. Thank Marner for the Sabres victory, Tim. We didn't want to. Okay. What up, Earle gang? I'm not betting the fight. I saw the pick.
It's probably rigged.
Okay, yes, he had a rough game last night. What do you want me to say? They still won. Go if you want to see some good highlights from Hauser, go check out the previous two games. He looked great. This team is 3-0 since he's taken over. This team is 3-0 since he's taken over as a starting quarterback. They're bowl bound because of him now. But yeah,
and they've put up at least 38 points in every single game.
But I love how 446 is trying to act like he knows more about our ECU Pirates than we do. It's kind of funny.
That's why I said last night or yesterday in the show, don't lay the points with the Pirates. I said don't do it. I know this team. I knew they were going to take care of business at home, but on the road they shouldn't have been laying that many points, and I'm pissed I didn't bet it because I thought that number should have been around 11.5. So, but anyways, let's move into the NBA. We are starting it off with the Philadelphia 76ers, and they're taking on the Orlando Magic. Whoa. All right. The Magic opened up. This is a weird line, Tim. The line opened up -2.5 Philly, and now it's -2.5 Orlando. On the flip side, line opened up 219.5, and it plummeted all the way down to a 210.5 in this game here. So we've seen the Magic go from dogs to favorites in this game. And is this Embiid not playing again because he's a little bitch? Is this just market?
Embiid is not on the injury report.
Then why is this line moved 5 points? Only 57% of the tickets and 50% of the cash is on the Orlando Magic, and this line's gone from dog to favorite. 71% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the over in this game as well. This line's plummeted. It has to be some type of injury I'm missing here for this game for it to be moving 5 points and for the total to drop 9 points since the opening line. I wouldn't be surprised if Embiid's not playing tonight.
At the moment, he is, but we'll see.
But overall, I have nothing for this game to start it off. I mean, I guess it's Magic or nothing. This Magic team, forgot. Let's look at the matchup. This Magic team at home has been awesome this year. 6-0, straight up at home. So maybe you just take the Magic money line and you move on. They're 7-6 straight up, but they're 1-6 on the road, but 6-0 at home. The Philadelphia 76ers 2-9, 3-8 ATS, 6-5 over under. They're 1-4 on the road. Philly has won 4 straight matchups against the Magic, and 9 of the last 10. So this has been a Sixers dominated matchup, but I think this is the best we've seen from the Orlando Magic, other than last year. They've won 4 in a row, so this Magic team's starting to learn how to play without Banchero. Granted, they've beaten the Pelicans, the Wizards, the Hornets, and the Pacers all at home. Let's take a look. This is the last game of a homestand. Maybe you're looking to go perfect in the homestand here before you hit the road and you go out to Phoenix and the Clippers and the Lakers. I would only look Magic in this game, and I kind of want to see if I can get the Magic at an affordable price around -130 or so is my hope in this game. So I'm going to shop around real quick, see if I can find it.
Embiid, no Embiid. I really don't care. I'm going to grab the Orlando Magic here. They've been hot as of late. And I was waiting for them to see how they would do without Banchero, and in the beginning, it looked rough. Now they look like they know what they're doing. And I want to keep backing them here. It's been a team that has been making me a couple of dollars the past couple of games. So I'm going back to the Orlando Magic here for my first play on the NBA card today.
I'm on it too. I got -125 over on Caesars for this one here. So I'm going to jump on the Magic money line as well.
5 Pelicans fly, got no +7 last night, and moneyline Joker wife having a baby, and he won't play. He's back in Denver, hospital with wife. I took the under. He has not been officially ruled out yet, so we don't know that for sure. So we'll see. I don't really care about the fight. Joker not on a road trip. If anything, I still think the Nuggets probably destroy the Pelicans.
Not on the road trip? Wait, is Jokic out?
There's no. The last reports I got, he was questionable. I never got it out. Day-to-day personal. Okay. Ice tray. Philly money line. I don't see it as a trap spot. Yes, looking at the NBA lines, I'm glad I stayed up until 3 making the bets. I took Orlando +2. There you go. I saw 2 guys with scruffy beards and backwards hats with 2 girls in the stands on TV. Was that you guys? One of the girls looked like young Madonna.
No,
okay,
we were not.
Hold on. Stop. I could tell he didn't watch the game now. The game was in Tulsa. No, we are not in Oklahoma. So I could tell you didn't watch the game now. Thank you. Magic should be -4 here. I don't see the line moving that much. Easiest thing was EC money line in the over 62.5. I also leaned under 69.5. EC -6 never in doubt. There you go. The government, no. Oh wait, sorry. Is finally giving me that 7,000 it owes me. I can't wait to give it all to DraftKings. Magic is good at home, fade on the road.
Yep.
Under 210.5 official. If Joker's out, Westbrook triple-double, maybe.
If Jokic is out, I am all over the Nuggets tonight.
I hate Quinn for passing on my field goal prop last night. If you're going to turn over on downs, at least give a guy a shot. Yeah, his wife is expecting a baby any day now. Yeah, but there's still no. It still says questionable. If he was still in Denver, they would have said out already. So, no. Until they rule him out, I'm not going to I trust you, but I'm going to wait until they actually rule him out. Trey in or out? I think he's out today. I'm not 100% sure yet. AD in or out? Who knows? No. 4-4-6, no. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Indiana Pacers taking on the Miami Heat. The Pacers are 4-point favorites in this game, total 229. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. We do a move towards Indiana. Line opened up 3.5. It was a 4 when I typed this up. It's now 5. Line opened up 229. It got all the way down to a 226. It's back to a 228. So we do have a 1-point line movement here towards the under in this one as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here. 62% of tickets, 55% of cash is on the over. The line's moving towards the under. The sharp money is on the under in this game. 60% of the tickets, 63% of the cash is on the Pacers. The line is moving towards Indiana in this spot. Let's take a look at the matchup here between the Pacers and the Heat. The Pacers are 5-6 straight up, 6-5 ATS, 7-4 over under, 3-1 at home this year. Miami 4-6, 4-6 ATS, straight up NATS, 5-5 over under, 2-3 on the road. It's Pacers or nothing if I'm betting the game, but I'm not getting involved with this spot. And it's under or nothing if I'm betting the game, but I'm not getting involved with the spot.
Yeah, no, I don't feel the need to either. I'm going to kind of take I think I've got 5 plays on the card for today. I may add another one, but I'm not 100% sure. But I just don't feel the absolute need to want to jump on every single NBA game. I've been rocking and rolling the way I've been doing this, and I want to keep kind of holding back a little bit in terms of plays. So I'm going to stay off this game. I feel like both teams kind of trend me in different directions because I would want to take an under with Miami. I would want to take the over with the Pacers. I don't trust the Pacers right now to lay 4 points at home. This is just a pass game for me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Pacers -4 is official play. You're probably right, Tim. They'll probably still, yeah, maybe. Okay, no worries or problems. I trust you, my dog, and we'll assume he still play, but they can win without him. Yeah, they probably could, for sure. Pacers -5. I got Indy -4, lean over, but lean on the total because it dropped 10 points. Pacers, money line -198. It's a little bit much for me. Under, but it's the Pacers. Westbrook triple-double. Butler still out. I didn't realize Butler still played. Okay. Let's keep rolling to this game, Nick.
Yeah, the Detroit Pistons and the Toronto Raptors. What a matchup here. I want to call this the marquee matchup of the night here. Detroit and Toronto. Line opened up at a -2.5.
Been really good covering all year.
Yeah, it opened up Toronto -2.5, and now it's Detroit -2. So we have a 4.5 point line movement here towards Detroit. I don't know why though. If you can, if there's any injuries, let me know. Line opened up 229. It's down to a 224.5. So just big movements towards the under and towards the Pistons in this game. 51% of tickets, 53% of cash on the Pistons, 43 and 50 on the money line, 45% of tickets, 56% cash on the under. Line's plummeting here. Detroit or nothing, I guess, for me in this spot. But once again, these lines are just moving crazy right now where I don't know if I want to get involved with some of them. So it's a pass for me in this spot, but I would only look Detroit.
Thing is, I love this Toronto team covering this year, but at the same time, they're covering bigger spreads. They're not winning games. I think they're a dog on the road at home for a reason. They're 8-4 against the spread, which is great. They're 2-10 straight up. So they're not a good team, but they've been covering spreads. They have gone under in 4 straight, but I'm not going to touch this game. I don't feel like the need to. It would be Detroit or nothing. But if you feel the need to bet this one, then nah. 1-800-GAMBLER. No Jimmy Buckets. Raptors. Cade Prawwagon. Why not? I took Detroit +2 and a hook. I beat line movement on this one. There you go.
Nice.
Oh, you got +2 and a hook. Nice. Pass. Why do you think everything's a trap? I don't understand that.
Everything's a trap these days, Tim.
I took it under 2, but the total went up 1 point. When was the last time the Raptors won a game? They've won 2 games this year. One of the last time they won was November 2nd against Sacramento in overtime. The other time was against Philadelphia on October 25th. Pistons -2. 1-800-GAMBLER. Yes, it is. College basketball plays. Lowell, yes. Air Force, yes. Purdue, yes. And then we didn't touch the other 3 with UT, Rio Grande Valley, Winthrop, and Old Dominion. Could be injured on Toronto. I didn't really see anybody that really had a big impact or has been out for a while, though. So that's my kind of weird one on this one. College football plays UTSA money line, over in the Colorado State game, and UCLA over the total. I will say I'm on the under the UCLA game. Maybe overtime Pistons, maybe. Over or under. I think I would lean over, but I don't really feel the need to. Fix my name on the dock. Coyote picks. I think that's Cam.
Yeah, I see that now.
Let's keep rolling.
Yeah. We have another just marquee matchup. What a beautiful card we have here. We have the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Washington Wizards. The only team the Wizards have managed to beat this year is these Atlanta Hawks. Line opened up at a 7. It's up to a 9 now. Line opened up 237. It's up to a 241. A massive move towards the over, towards this game, and a move towards these Hawks as well. I don't know how anybody trusts this Hawks team, though. I get it. It's the Wizards. 65% of tickets and 59% of cash on the Wizards, though, and the line's moved towards the Hawks. 54% of tickets, 51% of cash on the over. The line's moving towards the over here big time. And I get it. I was just like, okay, I don't know how people trust the Hawks. I don't trust the Hawks either, but there's one thing that I've been betting in Wizards games that I've had really good success with. And I think I want to continue with that here. I want to take a look what the number is for it, but I want the team total over for the Atlanta Hawks in this game. It's mainly because the Wizards, I've been just blindly betting team total overs against the Wizards. Now, granted, this will be the highest one yet, 125.5. But I am going to take that here. I think this is better than laying 9 points with the Hawks. I think this is definitely the better option, because would this shock anybody if this game's 130 to 128, something like that?
No.
I'm going to be on the team total over 115 or 125.5 at -115.
I just took the over in general. Nothing really to kind of sugarcoat here. Atlanta's an over team. They've gone over in 10 out of 12 games. The only games they didn't go over was because they only scored 93 points against Boston, and then a 125-113 game that went under a 241.5. And not to mention, this is a Washington Wizards team that is, how do we put this nice? Awful. They're awful defensively. They just allowed 139
points to the Spurs.
Yeah, but they just let 139 points to the Spurs. I don't expect them to play much defense in this one. Atlanta's been a heavy over team. Give me the over in this one, Nick.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Green Wave -7 in the over against the Midshipmen. I like the Green Wave, yes. Raptors have Quickly and Barnes out, 2 starters. They've been out for a couple of games already, so I don't really see that having a big impact on the line. I like UCLA under. Me too. Third time's the charm for the Hawks, but aren't they coming off of a big win versus the Celtics? They are.
Yes.
Yeah. Take overs in Hawks games. They play no defense. LJ from H-Town. You know what? If there's a guy you trust, boom, right there for the NBA. Yeah, I've been grabbing overs in Hawks games the entire season so far. So I'm going to continue to roll with that. Never lay points with the Hawks, ever. You take the other side or pass. I would 100% agree. I got the Whiz Kids +9 and a hook last night, and the over 236 went down, and the spread moved. I beat a nice line movement on that total. Awesome. You love to see that. Wizards +9.5. Wizards. Trae Young over points if he plays. I think that's a good play. Hawks ain't scoring over 125. Yes, they are. Over.
Then take the team total
under from Drew. Washington first half +7, full game +12, full game over 236. It's a +240. And North Texas over. Yes, North Texas over. I think I'm going to end up getting involved in this one, Nick.
Yeah, we have the New York Knicks 9.5-point favorites against the Brooklyn Nets. Total 215.5 in this game. Let's get up the what do you call it here? The line history in this one, where we have the Knicks opened up as 11-point favorites. It's down to 9.5. So we do have a move towards the Brooklyn Nets. Line opened up 215. It's up to a 215.5. So we have a half-point line movement towards the over here as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here, where we have 80% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the Nets. So the line's moving towards the Nets, but money's coming in on the Nets. So that makes sense. 71% of the tickets, 73% of the cash on the over. Line's moving half a point towards the over. So nothing out of the ordinary here for the way the markets are moving and the way the money's coming in. The Knicks are 5-6 this year. If the Knicks lose this game, the Nets are above them in the standings. 5-6 straight up in ATS, 6-5 over under, 2-2 at home. The Nets are 5-7, 9-3 ATS, 6-6 over under, 2-4 on the road. I have absolutely no interest in this game whatsoever. I don't want to back the Knicks laying this many points, but I don't want a public dog like the Brooklyn Nets in this spot. So that's a simple pass for me.
All right, then I guess I could just grab the public dog, whatever. I'm on the Brooklyn Nets. I just picked them up at 9.5. This has been, and I know this might sound crazy, but I believe they are the second best covering team in the NBA. Right? No, yeah, second best. They're only behind the Warriors. And I'm gonna grab 9. I think 9.5 points is just way too many here, for sure. And I'm just gonna keep kind of riding with the Nets. I know they're coming off of a blowout 25-point loss. Previous to that, they covered in 4 straight games. They could still lose this game. I still think they covered the spread though.
Fair.
Is that LJ, my bro? Yes, that's LJ. Got Nets at 10 and a hook last night. Beat line movement. There you go. New York Knicks over or under. I probably would lean towards an under. Nets +9.5, a motivated dog. It's the Nets. Quickly played the last 2 out of 3. Barnes has been out. Yeah, I was about to say, I just checked them. And then Quickly hasn't played since the 10th. Knicks -9. Nets +9.5. Wildcats money line and the under 50.5 +150 late night banning Arizona game. That's what it is. Got it. Stone Cold over 215 and the Knicks money line. Okay. Cat questionable. The Warriors best covering team. Yes, I noticed that. Yes. Good job, Marcos. Your Warriors are doing good to start the year. Definitely would take the Nets here, but I'm just observing for a few days to get back in before betting this new bankroll. There you go. Star player system. Why? Oh, Cat's you're going to bet a questionable? Okay. They didn't cover last game. Boston won by a mile. That is correct. Boston did win by a lot last game. Let's keep on rolling.
Yeah. We have the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls. The Cavs are 10.5-point favorites with a total of 237.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, where we have the Cleveland Cavaliers 10.5. It opened at that. It's still at that. Line opened up 236. It's up to 237.5. So we do have a move towards the over. And let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here, where we have 69% of tickets, nice, and 71% of the cash on the Bulls. The line's not moving. 76% of tickets, 75% of cash on the over in this spot here. So we have a decent amount of action here on the Bulls, surprisingly, and the line's not budging, which makes me very interested in the Cleveland Cavaliers in this game, even laying 10.5 points. It wowould be more of a Cleveland team total over. The Cavs are 13-0. They're 9-4 ATS, 8-5 over under, a perfect 6-0 at home this year. Chicago 5-7, 6-6 ATS, 7-5 over under, 4-3 on the road this year. This Cavaliers team has been unbelievable. They haven't covered in 3 in a row though. That's the one thing, is now all of a sudden we're getting good lines to fade this team. Not saying that we want to fade them every game, but when they're struggling to cover like this, then maybe we're finding opportunities at big numbers to fade them. I'm not going to do that here. I would lean towards a Cavaliers team total over, but it's no play here.
Yeah, I'm not in the business of laying double digits, and so yeah, it would be Bulls or nothing. I think I'm going to go with the nothing side of it. I don't feel like there's a real need to have to jump and try to go and grab a team just because they're double digits on the road. I think Cleveland remains undefeated. Obviously, they're 10.5-point favorites. I think they get to Bali 15-0, and then the real big test is at Boston. If they beat Boston in Boston, then I could easily see them going for real 20-0, 21-0, 22-0. Like this team is really, really good, and I'm happy I got a 17-1 ticket on them to win the East.
Yeah.
We don't cancel bets. Thank you, Tim. You gave my Warriors props. Appreciate that. Finally. Now all you have to do is give props to my East team, the Bucks, on a 2-game win streak. Took out Utah and Detroit.
They're what? They're what now? 3-7?
What? Why do I have to give a team that props that's 4-8? No.
4-8.
Cavs -10. Cat is a freak. This guy is a scoring machine. We'll see what he does in the playoffs when it counts. Okay. Giddy under assist. Cavs are teetering on a loss soon. Bulls +10.5. The Ohio State -28.5 in football. These are all tomorrow. You have to come back tomorrow to put these in. I wouldn't talk you off of it against Northwestern. I'm on Clemson. I am not on Colorado. And Penn State is against Purdue. Purdue is awful. Sure. Pass on the Cleveland game. Lead Chicago. Good luck on your tickets today, folks. Good luck to you. Stop Geo as well. Bulls, too public of a dog. Cleveland over the 237. I hope they're dogs against Cleveland. Yes, that would be kind of nice if they're dogs against Cleveland. They'll lose at Boston. Good stuff on your Cleveland to win the East. Cavs have 13 wins, only 3 versus the West. Fugazi record. I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, it's 13-0. It's still impressive. Yeah, I mean, you look at their schedule. A win at New York could be still good. a 24-point win against the Lakers. Everybody loves the Lakers. A win against Golden State by double digits. I don't know. Still looks good to me. Coastal and Syracuse. I was kind of looking Syracuse. Tim, it's all good. You gave my Warriors props. Bucks will get there. Probably not. The line in the Kings game have been up and down since last night. They opened plus 100 a few hours ago. I saw them at plus 130-ish. Someone was hurt. Now I'm seeing back down to plus 110 or worse. Fugazi record's a win for real. Ohio State has Indy next week for all the marbles. They won't take Northwestern seriously. Take Northwestern plus the points. I didn't bet that game, but I can understand 28.5 points is a lot, especially in a low variance game like that. We still have a bunch of bet NBA games to go, Nick.
Yeah. Let's keep it going. LA Lakers -3.5 against the San Antonio Spurs. Total 226.5 in this game. Taking a look at the line history in this one here, if I can find it. There we go. Line opened up at a 3.5. It's still a 3.5. Line opened up at a 226.5. It's now a 227. So a half-point line movement towards the over and no line movement on the side. We have 63% of tickets, 63% of cash is on the Lakers. The line's not really moving. 74 and 74 on the over. And the line's moved half a point towards the over here in this spot. We have the Lakers. They're kind of a predictable team, if I remember correctly, where you just back them at home. You kind of fade them on the road. 6-0 at home, 1-4 on the road this year. The Los Angeles Lakers, they're 7-4 straight up, 6-5 ATS, 6-5 over under. The Spurs are 6-6 straight up, ATS and over under this year. They're 5-2 at home. It's Spurs or nothing for me. That would be the only way I would look in this game, but I'm not getting involved.
I was kind of looking Spurs, but I don't know. You got the Lakers coming off of 3 straight wins. Now they're going on to the road. As you mentioned, they kind of struggle on the road. The fact that they're favorites, it makes sense because it's the Lakers. How can the Lakers ever lose? I'm kidding. That's a joke. I feel like the Lakers are what? The Dallas Cowboys of the NBA? I love that analogy. But this is a pass game for me. It would be leaning towards the Spurs at a little bit of plus price tag at home, but not really anything I wanted to go and bet.
Yeah, the only thing with that comparison that the Lakers are the NBA's equivalent of the Cowboys is the Lakers have actually won a championship recently.
Yeah. I guess that's a decent.
I've seen the Lakers win a championship. I've never seen the Cowboys do that though.
FCS card tomorrow. No. Spurs.
You'll ask, and I'll give you the numbers.
Who's the best spread covering team in the NBA right now, underdog wise? It's got to be the Raptors.
I can
Raptors
give you that.
Raptors or Nets, one of the two. Spurs just left.
Give me 2 seconds, and I'll be able to get that for you.
Pop needs to retire. Sorry, my bad. Didn't mean to. I didn't mean it. They play Wizards. Yeah. I got you. Do you still do system play, fire coach for college football? Depends on the team. Who had their coach fired? Probably should know that. Fakers in the over. Last game. The thoughts on I don't really care. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah. By the way, here are your best teams ATS-wise as a dog this year. There are 3 teams that have covered every single time as a dog, but they're 2-0, 2-0, 1-0. Denver's 2-0 as a dog ATS. Cleveland is 2-0 as a dog ATS. Oklahoma City is 1-0 as a dog ATS. Golden State's 4-1. Brooklyn is 7-2. Memphis is 3-1. Detroit's 7-3-1. Toronto's 8-4. And then to round out teams that have covered at least 2/3 as a dog, Indiana's 4-2 ATS and Houston's 2-1 ATS as a dog this year.
There you go. Keep on rolling, Nick.
Yep. We have the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Phoenix Suns. The Thunder are 8-point favorites in this game, total of 228.5. Let's take a look at the line history here in this one, where we have this line opened up at a 6.5. It's up to an 8. So we have a line move towards the over or towards the Thunder in this game. Line opened up 228. It's now up to a 228 or 226. It's now up to a 228.5. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game, we have 64% of tickets, 71% of cash is on the Suns, yet the line's moving towards the Thunder. 68% of tickets, 68% of cash on the over, and the line's moving towards set over in this game here. I'm kind of interested in Oklahoma City in this game a little bit. We have the Thunder, who are 10-2 this year, 8-3-1 ATS, 6-6 over under, 6-1 at home. Plus, this is a spot where usually you back a team without their star player the first game, and then you fade them afterwards. And I think this is a good spot potentially to back the Thunder, laying the number here. I know it's a little high at 8.5 range here in this spot, but I think I want to move on it here. Let me find the best available number. FanDuel -1 or my Bet365 or FanDuel -7.5, -110. I'm going to take the Thunder here in the spot, laying the points.
I don't blame you, but I'm going to stay off this game. I was looking towards the Thunder, but I'm just not going to lay 8 points here. I don't feel like that's necessarily a good spot for me to lay a bunch of points. And Phoenix is coming off of getting blown out. Granted, no Kevin Durant right now for them. He's been out, I believe, the past couple of games. But Durant out, will be reevaluated in 2 weeks. And that was a week ago. So that's kind of why the Suns were big dogs against the Kings. I'm going to pass on this game. I don't really feel the need to jump on laying a bunch of points.
Yeah, no interest there. But my bad. I do have interest there. I laid the points, but yeah, I understand that.
Thunder first half -4.5. Bulls, thank you later. Oklahoma City minus and the under. Oklahoma City first half. Heard Kennesaw State had their coach fired. Although it's the 1-800-GAMBLER, but +16. I don't hate it. I'm surprised. Actually, yeah, I remember hearing that. I'm surprised Kennesaw State fired their coach. Doesn't make sense. Under 228.5. Beals have been out for a while. Oklahoma City -7. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yeah. Let's get into it here. The Houston Rockets and the LA Clippers. The Rockets 4.5-point favorites with a total of 214.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, where it opened up at a 4.5. It's still a 4.5. Line opened up at a 214. It's up to a 214.5. So a half-point line movement towards the over. No line movement on the side. 62% of the tickets, 59% of the cash is on the Clippers in this game here. Line's moving. Line's not moving at all. And then 72% of tickets, 72% of the cash is on the over in this one as well. I believe these two teams didn't these two teams just play each other?
Yes.
I feel the other day.
Rockets
and the Rockets won that game. Yeah. Yep. I mean, your initial thought is that the Clippers bounce back and win this one here, but these are two teams that I would rather back them as dogs than favorites.
Correct.
And I don't have that much of an interest in the Clippers in this spot. And I know they just lost to this team, and this should be a bounce back spot. I don't trust that here in this one. So ultimately, it's a no play here for me. I'm not going to force action in the NBA. I'm not somebody who needs NBA action.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I'm not going to force action
towards
either.
The Clips,
it is a lean towards the Clips just because it's hard to beat the same team twice in a row, unless you're the Portland Trailblazers against the Minnesota T-Wolves. But this one's a stay away spot. I had the under in the last game and it pushed. Maybe a lean towards the under in this game, but no real need for me to go after it.
Fair.
Houston will beat them again, but LAC could cover and lose. Could. Rockets first half -2.5 at home is great money. Hey, and if I'm going to trust anybody for Houston bets, there you go. Maryland minus 130 money line. I'm guessing that
I'm
is
assuming this is basketball.
It's in basketball because they do not play football tonight. What's up, Nicholas Handy? Maryland minus 6.5. Beal's only been one hour. Oh, I'm thinking about somebody else then. Shut up. We got 4 more NBA plays, and I'm going to have to head out after the NBA is over.
Yeah, the Denver Nuggets and the New Orleans Pelicans in this one here. Nuggets 4.5-point favorites on the road, total of 220 in this game. Wow. Yeah, Jokic ain't playing tonight. And I'm going to be on the Nuggets tonight. I will promise you that. And the ultimate question is, does it drop even more? And my guess is probably no, because the news has already come in. This line opened up at a 10. And now it's a 4.5.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense now. I didn't see the
line
line
opened up 220. Yep. Line opened up 223.5 down to a 220. Let's take a look. I mean, I can care less about the cash flow because we know the line movement strictly because Jokic. Yeah, because it's 64% of tickets, 61% of cash on the Nuggets. But how much of that is on the Nuggets at the minus price tag now or earlier in the day? 67% of tickets, 59% of cash on the over here as well. This is pretty simple for me. I'll lay it with the Nuggets in the spot. Jokic, no Jokic makes me like this line even more. This is why this line's gone from down to a 4.5. And let's see, I'm seeing 4. No, those are books that are not available to me. Okay, so all the books that are available to me, the best I can do. Denver minus 4.5, minus 105. First game without Jokic, everybody steps up. And they cover this number. So give me the Nuggets here in the spot.
Yeah, they got New Orleans and then back-to-back games against Memphis. If he's not going to be a part of any of those games, then I mean, they still should be fine. But I have the over. I don't know if I like it as much without Jokic. Nuggets have gone over in 8 straight games. So this has been a team that's been scoring as of late. But I'm sticking with my over here. He is still considered a game time decision, but that line movement's telling me he's not playing here. So I'm gonna go and agree with you. Say, hey, he's probably not playing this game. It would be a lean towards the Nuggets, but I think the line could move a little bit more.
Yeah, and this is definitely a spot where this is definitely the one of the best teams that the Nuggets can play right now without Jokic.
Correct.
Is this Pelicans team where they could probably beat the Pelicans without Jokic and Murray.
Yeah, probably. Nuggets should trade Joker and get 5 first-rounders going nowhere. Yeah, and the Knicks should trade Brunson and get maybe a first-rounder. Took a stab, 2-teamer, Harden triple-double, Josh Hart. Triple-double. That's a little crazy. Badgers. Who have the Badgers got in basketball? Guessing they're at home. Arizona. Oh, if that's a 3.5, that could be an interesting system-esque type of play. Let me look at that real quick. Because that one might be a play that I add due to system play. Of course, it doesn't want to work right now. I'm gonna grab Wisconsin here. I'm gonna add that as a play on my CapperTek, and then I'm gonna add that as a free play on the site. Wisconsin as a system play tonight. I can get +4 on CapperTek. I'm probably gonna get 3 or 3.5 on the site. Let's roll, Nick.
There you go.
Well, I called in the beginning of the show. Jokic out. I got word on him last night, but Denver should still be good. It'll be Murray against no. Yeah. Yes. But we'll see how it will. He's probably out, but it was. I realize it's dropped a lot. Unranked teams favored against ranked teams. for Maryland tonight, system play.
Wait, they're
Is
favored in
Maryland
that game?
another one of those? Who's Maryland got? Marquette. Ooh. Yeah, that's another one too. I'm going to add Maryland as well. Thank you for showing those out to me. So Maryland and Wisconsin are going to be added. Hear me out. Jamal Murray game. Prove it tonight. Doubters wrong. Yeah, I could see that. Rockets -4. I feel it. Okay. Both teams have all their starters out. G League game for sure. Nuggets -4.5. Let's go to this one, Nick.
Yeah, we had the Golden State Warriors and the Memphis Grizzlies. The Warriors are 7.5 point favorites in this game, total of 236. And this one, let's take a look at the line history in this one, where we had this line opened up to 7.5, got all the way up to a 9.5, but buyback on the Grizzlies that brought it back to 7.5. Line opened up 233.5. It's now at 236. Move towards the over here as well. Taking a look at the cash flow in this one here, where we have 56% of tickets, 57% of the cash on the Warriors, 66% of tickets, 70% of cash on the over in this game here. Let's take a look at the matchup for this one, where we have the Memphis Grizzlies 7-5 straight up in ATS this year, 8-4 over under, 3-3 on the road. The Warriors are 9-2 straight up and ATS. They're 8-3 over under, 3-1 at home. Another game that I don't have too much interest in. I guess gun to head, I would lay it before I would take it with the Warriors here, but not a game I have any interest in.
I took the Grizzlies. I thought it was too wide of a spread. Yes, the Warriors have been good. I do expect a little bit of regression. I do not expect them to be this good all year. Yeah, I understand that they've been playing well, but at the same time, it's a spot that I could easily see being a very close game. I took the points. I think there's definitely merit in taking the points with the Grizzlies here. I got 8.5 last night, so I'm going to ride with the Grizzlies.
There you go.
Road Warriors in the over, even though they're at home. Grizzlies. I don't think it's a trap. I just think it's too much points. Final game of the day, Nick, for NBA.
Yeah, Sacramento Kings. Yeah, Sacramento Kings and the and the Minnesota Timberwolves. T-Wolves been struggling a little bit lately. They're 2-point favorites in this game, total of 222. Line opened up at a 1, it's now a 2. So we do have a move towards Minnesota. Line opened up 222.5, down to 222. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here, where we have 70% of the tickets and 69% of the cash. Nice is on the Kings, but yet this line's moving towards the Timberwolves, which is interesting there. 74% of tickets, 67% of the cash is on the over here as well. T-Wolves have a little bit of interest in here for me here. The Minnesota Timberwolves are coming off of back-to-back losses as big favorites against the Portland Trailblazers. And previous to that, they lost as 7.5-point favorites to the Miami Heat. So this team has not been very good as of late. They're 6-6 straight up, 4-8 ATS, 2-4 on the road, 7-5 over under. On the flip side, Sacramento 7-5 straight up, 6-5-1 ATS, 3-2 at home this year. It's T-Wolves or nothing for me, though. It would be the only way I'd look in this game. Take a shot at the money line. But don't feel the need to force it. I have 4 plays for the NBA today. That's plenty fine for me. Let's see. Yeah, Orlando, the team total over for Atlanta, the Thunder, and the Nuggets for me.
I'm going to end my card with the Kings. This is a fade of Minnesota until they prove me otherwise. I've seen this line fluctuate all over the place. I'm starting to see 1.5s and 1s already. So I honestly, with spreads like this, I don't really think it matters until it gets over a 2.5, 3 area. is where it could be a little bit of alarm bells going off. But when it comes to this close of a spread, I don't really consider it all that much. So with it, I'm going to take the Kings here. I got a little bit of plus money with them last night. Fade Minnesota until they prove me otherwise.
That's not a bad look, and yeah, I definitely don't want to put my hard-earned money on Minnesota here, but
yeah. Got Warriors to win the Pacific. That should be free. Warriors in the under. Told you the other day, Grizzlies are averaging 130 points a game. Yeah, I could see the over in this one too. Got Golden State -7 last night. I got Sacramento at 3 last night. Now it's down to 2. Beat line movement. Over under 222. Probably in towards the over. Wolves are a disgrace. Couldn't score versus Portland. Wolves -2. No. Kings money line. There you go. Nick, I'll let you head to hockey. I'm probably not betting anything in the NHL tonight, so good luck with hockey tonight. I got to go head out to work.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. All right. We need to get right in hockey because it's been a bad last couple days. So let's get started here. I've moved on this game. I moved on it last night. We had the Columbus Blue Jackets taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins in this first matchup here. With the Penguins as road favorites in this game, total of 6.5. I have this game projected for 6.26 goals, so I think the 6.5 is about right. I really don't have too much interest in the total there. I guess a small lean towards the under. But we had the Columbus Blue Jackets coming in on a 6-game losing streak. Where they have failed to score they failed to score 3 goals in a game in 7 straight. I think this is the get right spot for that against a Pittsburgh Penguins team that defense is not a thing this year for them. On the flip side, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins coming in on 2 straight losses. They did go to overtime in their last game against Detroit. They've lost 4 of the last 5 games. Their only win was that 4-2 win against the Capitals out of nowhere. And for me, I simplified this game down. The Pittsburgh Penguins should be laying a price on the road to basically nobody. And I took the Blue Jackets at +110 in this game. You give me a team as a home dog against the Pittsburgh Penguins, I'm going to take it 100 out of 100 times this year. Pretty plain and simple for me there. So I'm on the Columbus Blue Jackets here at +110. It's still +110 in a few spots. So I'm on a little CBJ action here in this one against the Penguins. Alrighty then. Florida State +5.5. Charleston money line -140 in college basketball. There you go. Let's keep it going. The Colorado Avalanche taking on the Washington Capitals in this game. The Capitals are the Avalanche -150 favorites in this game, total of 6.5. And my first thoughts on this game is I want the over in this spot here at 6.5, and it is juiced towards the over, so that makes sense. The Avalanche have played well against this Washington Capitals team as of late, 4 straight wins against Washington in this head-to-head matchup. Now, granted, my numbers have the Capitals as slight favorites in this game, not anywhere near -150 though, so I have no interest in the side in this game. Because I really don't want to buy high here on the Caps. And I thought this line should have been bigger, but the advanced numbers for the Capitals have been awesome this year. Offensively, they're averaging 4.39 expected goals the last 10 games. And the Avalanche, though, are doing the same thing, 3.661 expected goals for over the last 10. And I think this spot plays really well for an over in this game, and that's exactly where I'm going to go here in this spot. I'm going to take the over 6.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the best available number. I'm getting -125 on Fanatics. So Washington, Colorado, over 6.5, -125 on Fanatics here in this spot. Oh, great. I forgot to type in numbers, and I have – all right, cool. Because the okay, no, it's just the Predators and Utah I forgot to do. All right. But yeah, let's head back to the chat real quick, and then we'll continue on. Jackets, there you go. Pitt Jackets over 6 minus 165. Okay. CBJ first period plus a half, full game plus 1.5, and the over 5.5. Avs minus 180. Where are they minus 180? That's a okay. I'm seeing 170s out there. Okay, I guess so. Avs getting hot. Money line minus. Yeah, I mean, I would puck line it, but that's just me. I don't lay minus 180 juice ever. I'm guessing you want the Avs too at minus 180. All right. And then Washington money line the under 7.5. I like paying. Fair. I'm just on the over 6.5 in that game. Let's continue here with Utah and Vegas. Utah. Where's the hockey club in this one here? They're coming in off of a nice win, that 4-1 win against Carolina, but that's very deceiving. I believe this was a 49 save performance there by Vejmelka, and the Hurricanes had 7.99 expected goals for in that game. That's outrageous. They just basically threw everything and anything at the net in that game. So, overall, defensively, it was a bad performance by the Coyotes in that game, and that's Bob. But now they're a pick'em here. Now, one thing I've been harping on this year is I don't like the Vegas Golden Knights on the road. This has been a team that has struggled all year on the road, and now they're just a slight pick'em favorite on the road. I have them as a minus one. Yeah, I have them around the minus 120, minus 125 range for this game. The Vegas Golden Knights, so minus 110, minus 120 range. I guess I see a slight bit of value on Vegas in this game. I do not want to be laying a number with Vegas on the road, though. So that kind of is a no thank you for me. These two teams played earlier in the year. Vegas won 4-3 in overtime on November the 2nd. So these two teams played a little while ago. Vegas coming in off of a 3-2 win against the Anaheim Ducks, which snapped a 2-game losing streak for them. It's been a little bit of back and forth there for the Utah Coyotes, where they've been very consistently inconsistent. And they won 4-1 against the Hurricanes last game. They lost the previous one 4-0. They beat the Blues previous to that, and then they lose 3-0 to the Jets. So this just has been an inconsistent team. I don't really trust Utah, at least not at this number. I kind of wanted a little bit more risk reward to back the Coyotes in this game, but overall, it's a pass for me. Not one I felt the need to get involved with. On DraftKings, yeah, I got you. Who's in net for the Avs? I would imagine Georgiev. There you go. I don't know how you got Avs minus 150. That was what I typed it in at this morning. I typed those plays in also 2 hours ago. Yeah, yeah. Vegas puck line at plus 190. Vegas money line after the Vejmelka masterclass. There you go. Utah under last 4. Give me the under 6. Yeah, I just don't trust unders in Vegas games. But yeah, I can see that. Let's keep it going here in this one, or on this card. The Edmonton, or not the Edmonton Oilers, the Nashville Predators and the Calgary Flames. The Predators coming in off of the game against the Oilers last night that I need to grab numbers from. That's what it was that I was thinking there. It was a 3-2 overtime game. So they played a decent game against Edmonton, but Edmonton still has Nashville's number. The expected goals numbers was 3.21 to 1.38 in favor of Edmonton last night. So this Predators team is still struggling, especially offensively. This has been just an ugly season so far for Nashville, which I guess some people expected. I have the Preds as a slight favorite in this game, but with that being said, they are on a second half of a back-to-back. They are, and an overtime game and traveling. Still, they're staying in Alberta. They're going from Edmonton to Calgary, but still, this not a game that particularly draws my interest. I guess a small lean towards the under 6 in this game, but once again, just not one I'm interested in. And overall, this card's not the greatest. I have a feeling I might end with just the over in the Avs game and the Blue Jackets. I think that may just be my plays for these games, or for this card. It's just those two. We'll see. But yeah, no play for me here in this one. Tricky spot for Nashville, but I don't really want the Flames at the moment. VGK and Nashville 2-teamer. All right. Preds money line minus 122. Nashville in the under 6.5. Was it? Wait, I waited for this game. Okay. What about it? Flames even 10 units, 3 days off. I can give you them for 1 unit. I will give you Flames even money for 1 unit. You know we don't do 10-unit plays. That's just not something we do. That ruins the integrity of the contest. So yeah, I can give you the Flames for 1 unit. I will not give you them for 10. Last game of the card, we have the Detroit Red Wings taking on the Anaheim Ducks. The Red Wings minus 140 favorites, total 6 in this game. I have this game projected for 6.2 goals. I have the wrong team favorite in this game. I like the Ducks a little bit in this spot. The Red Wings have really done nothing for me in order for me to be like, yeah, let's lay $1.40 on the road with them. Granted, the Ducks have been kind of a struggle bus this year a little bit, but at this number, I have to take a shot with the Ducks here at this number at plus 125. My numbers have the wrong team favorite in this game. We have Anaheim coming in off of that game against the Vegas Golden Knights. They lose 3-2. It was a competitive game. And we have the Detroit Red Wings coming in off of that overtime win against the Pittsburgh Penguins. And they travel to Anaheim with 1 day off. So they did have a day off. Anaheim has been struggling this year. They're 5-8-2. They're 3-10-2 over under, and they're 3-5 at home. I just don't trust the Detroit Red Wings laying this type of number at home, or my bad, on the road. So I'll take a shot here. I think there's dumber plays you can make tonight than taking a plus money stab with the Anaheim Ducks in this game against the Detroit Red Wings. So I'm going to have a small piece of the Ducks here. Quack, quack, plus 125 Anaheim for me to round out this card. All right. So I have an angle for this game, and it's a weird angle since both teams show some struggle recently. I've taken it across sport and recently with the Oregon Ducks. I took the Ducks minus 1.5 at plus 200. All right. The Predators are now plus 200 for minus 1.5. I like this line for Nashville. Plus 200 is my lucky number. I'm locking it in. There you go. Give me Nashville on the puck line, not the Ducks. Okay, I got you. So I will got you. Cool. Anaheim plus no, okay, I understand who you were talking about there. Anaheim plus 1.5 and the on the under 6.5 at plus 165. I like that. Ducks plus 1.5 minus 204. Okay, I don't know why you said Oregon. That's no big deal. Under 6 at minus 125 to wrap up the card. But that is everything for today's slate. I want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to check out, I'm going to post this in the chat. Check out the CapperTek. If you guys give me a follow, guys get 7 days free. So there's that. And then after that, there's other stuff there. LOL, Oregon Ducks play hockey. I think they do actually. I do think they do play college hockey, but they're not known for it. But also be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we're live here at ESB. But that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. We'll catch you guys same time, same place tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Good luck, guys.